Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zero from TechDragon.info, and today we are in a very strange world. It is Monday yet again, and I have something to show you guys. Oh, no, I got it. Oh, no, I got it. Yep, there's another one. Anyways, what are we doing here? Where are we, and what are we looking at? This is Space Engineers. I had to think about the title for a second there. It's a game I recently picked up and I've been enjoying the hell out of it. This is like the perfect game for me. So what do we have here and what do you need to do? Well, first off, this game has a multiplayer option, server option. You can host your own server. Yikes, I think a meteorite hit that. Let's fix that dent, shall we? Undent it. There we go, much better. Yeah, so single player, multiplayer, offline mode, the whole shebang, I guess. And yeah, so you can play this co-optively. You could play it as PvP, so you can work together or work against each other. And what is the goal of this game? Well, there really isn't an actual goal, I guess. Survive and build the most awesomest thing possible. This thing has banged the hell out of shit. Let's go fix this real quick here. So, what can you do? What do you have? What are your, what is this game about? Okay, so, you're pretty much in space, and there's multiple scenarios that you can start with. I went with a rescue ship, or I think it was a rescue ship or something, a small ship. I dismantled it, and I built all this stuff, not from the remains of that ship, but I didn't go that far. So basically what you do is, the first thing you do when you get into this game is find a particular black ore. I don't think I have any handy over here. I can check. Anything over here? No. Anything over here maybe? And this ore is uranium. No, I don't think I have any over here either. Equip my drill, then I can actually see contents. No, iron ore. Nope. Doesn't matter. Anyways, it's a black ore, and that's pretty much your first goal in the game. Find uranium. That is like, drop everything you're doing, find uranium. If you don't find uranium, you're going to be out of power with your ship very, very soon. You're going to be dead in the water. If you look at the bottom left corner, you see flying, health, jetpack, blah blah blah. If you go down a bit more, you see energy. If your energy runs out, your life support dies, aka you die. So always keep your energy up. There's a couple of ways to recharge your energy, but all of them require power. So for all of them you need some sort of reactor going, or a battery. This is a battery, by the way. And you can use a medical station. If you hold down T, you'll see that my energy will go up. 93, 100, and I'm full. So it doesn't take too much to regen, or you can sit in a ship. So if I go over here, this one is docked, by the way. As you can see, well, you can't really, but my energy isn't going down. So that is, in very, very short essentials, what this game is about. Now, you can build all kinds of ships and all kinds of contraptions and all kinds of things. So pretty much the game is, how do I describe it? Think Minecraft in space? I think that's a pretty fair description. You mine, you gather resources, you process them, and this is one of the processing plants, a refinery. You can actually read it right here. And we also have an arc reactor, not reactor, arc furnace, excuse me. It's actually written on here. No, it's not. Well, let me open up the interface here. As you can see, arc furnace, and you can put iron ore in here, nickel, and cobalt. Don't think I have any laying around. Oh, you have iron ore in this one. It's already, you can only process one thing at a time. So we drag this one up into this arc furnace, and ta-da, start processing into iron ore, or ingots, excuse me. Now this interface looks very confusing, and it was at first. I can't believe how fast I got the hang of it. It really looks like insanely, like, what the hell am I looking at? What is all this crap, you know? It's what it looks like. It's not so bad, really. So let's just quickly go through the interface here. This is your own inventory. These are all the inventories that are hooked up to the same ship. There's a world save, a little bit of a lag spike when it saves. Just need to figure out if I can config the time it saves, because it saves a little bit too often for my taste. So you see all these metal frames here? Those are basically blocks. See, I can place them like that. I don't have any blocks on my inventory, so I can't place right now, but they're just like these blocks, just unfinished. And everything that's connected to these blocks will automatically get power. So these are basically have power conduits built in. That's how you should see it. So they need to be connected. This one, this refinery, is connected up to that one, so that's why it's getting power. And the same with the top one there. As you can see, you can color things in all kinds of colors. These are auto crafting systems. Let me give you a quick tip on how to set them up. So you hover over one of these ports, it turns yellow, you hit K, opens up the inventory. Now, if we go to control panel, you can see here I've named them co-assembler and master assembler. On the master assembler, you want to uncheck the cooperative mode, and all of the other ones you want to have it on. What does this do? Actually, let's go back. If we go to production, you can see I have my assemblers here. So we select the master, and let's say I want 100 steel plates. You see how fast it's processing it, but the number goes down way faster. That is because if we jump to a co-assembler, you'll see, there we go. So all the co-assemblers, as you can see, are making these parts. So it's not just the master. So you can put in your order of whatever you want in here. Let's get some of those, some more steel plates. And as you can see, once it's done, it will just move on to the next one, and the number will keep going down as fast. And basically it spreads out the workload over all of these things. So if you just put in your, whatever you want to make into your master, and I do recommend renaming them, because it's just a much easier task for yourself. Renaming, you just click on it, give it a different name, blah, and you just click somewhere else and it's already saved. So that's how that works. The things in orange are connected ships. So in this case, my docking ship, Starbug, is connected. You can see the connection is green. It's hooked up. Let's actually check real quick. Go into its inventory. And at the very bottom we'll have its own inventory. As you can see, we still have a lot of ores on this thing. We have buttloads of magnesium. We actually needed that. So let's drag some over into our processing plants, refineries here. This one. So yeah, there's a little bit of manual shifting of things in here as well. It's not all fully automated. Some in there. Still have 100k. Yikes, that's gonna take a while. I'm probably gonna need more processing refineries. Let's put some in there. Yeah, they're pretty full. So these arc furnaces can only do a couple of ores. So just iron ore, cobalt ore, and nickel, I think. And nothing else. But they do it faster and use up less power than a refinery. So it's a good thing to manually put them in there. Let's leave that ship there. My scout is just a quick get around, scout out the area, see where the ores are. It has a ore scanner on board, so I can actually see. Same as when you equip your drill. If I do that, if I get close enough, you'll see iron ore, or iron. Now, the same thing is on this ship, so if I, as you can see, I have a blowtorch equipped right now. Let's go into the ship, take a look around, and there we go, it knows that that is iron ore. So, let's get out of here. And the reason I'm inside the meteorite here, by the way, is because meteor storms are devastating for ships. That's why this ship looks so banged up on all sides. I've already fixed most of it. Actually, you can see it on the other side here. Get around here. I had to replace a whole bunch of parts there because it was just blown up. So, this is my start of a space station, by the way. We just started it. And these are the holes that my mining rig makes. Meteors and stuff do not seem to have physics as in moving. Still some ores left in here. All the red is iron ore, obviously. So you'll get like spare bits that are still in there, and you can't move them around. They're fixed in space. I'm not sure if they're gonna fix that eventually to make the whole thing dynamic and movable and all that. I'm not sure, because if I want to put some thrusters on a meteor and I want to push it forward, I should be able to. So let's take a look over. Let's go to those markers. Woo, over there. Now, as you can see, on the bottom right side, it says no spotlight, mass, and speed. I'm going 13 meters per second, 16, 18, so it's, increasing speed. Now let's turn on the big thruster on this thing. 30, 40, 50. Yeah, 70, 80. That big thruster does a lot. Let's turn it back off again and let's brake here. We don't want to slam into things that will kill you very quickly. So we are now already 1100 meters away from our base, so a kilometer away. So yeah, that big thruster, you can see the speed increase as soon as I turn it on. It works pretty well. Okay. So over here, what do we have? Yeah, sometimes your ship just has to overcome sort of inertia, I guess, and it'll take a second to move it. Okay, we have buttloads of silicon. Well, not buttloads, but a decent amount. We have some iron ore that looks like platinum ore, I think. Get a little bit closer. No, it's not wanting it to detect it. Sometimes it's a bit funky with detecting ores and stuff. I want to show you guys one of these ships. There's NPC ships. You can turn it on when you create a world if you want NPC ships. Oh, there's some magnesium there, blue stuff. At first I thought that was cobalt. It's not. It's magnesium. And you need this for ammo, which is really important. With the ammo you can make a Gatling gun on a station or a big ship, and the Gatling gun will shoot down meteors that head toward you. Some more magnesium. So yeah, I've marked these out because I need to mine those soon, but I have a pretty decent amount right now. But yeah, like I said before, those meteor storms are deadly to your ships. And I've restarted a world because of it, because I had no idea how the Gatling gun worked and that you needed ammo. Wasn't really sure what you needed for it. Yeah, this big thruster is so nice. Let's brake. There we go. So I still need to clean up these meteors. I need to grab my mining rig and just go through these things. That thing is a big lumbering beast, very hard to maneuver, very slow. Still need to put some more thrusters on there. Some of the thrusters that were on this side were blown off, so reverse is ultra slow right now. So it needs work, that's why it's halfway inside the comet here. So we can go above it, there we go. And that's the whole reason why I'm living inside a comet. It seems a bit silly, but it's safer that way. Get out. So you don't have to worry about air, you just have to worry about your power. So we have a grinder here, as you can see, with saw blades pretty much, and I basically grind down these plates. So as you can see, the right hand sides, I have 20 out of 20 steel plates and 5 out of 5 steel plates. And we'll weld it. As you can see, it's now fully formed. If I grab my welder in my hand, or not my welder, my grinder in my hand, on the right hand side you can see the amount of plates in it going down. You're basically taking out the resources. So everything in this game you can build and disassemble without loss of materials. So that's pretty nice. Over here we have my first miner, which is Red Dwarf Jr. It's not red, I know, but yeah. Some of you might recognize the name, most of you probably won't. Doesn't matter, it's fine. And this is a perfect parking job. Let's actually move these apart a little bit. So the question is, do you guys want to see a let's play of me doing this? I'll of course start a new world, start from scratch, and show you guys, you know, the entire beginning. I wouldn't mind starting over. I'm pretty decently settled here now, but I'm nowhere near being done with anything yet. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Would you guys like to see a let's play of this game? Let's quickly jump into here. So these are all the blocks you can make. And this game, by the way, is on Steam for sale, but it is early access, so it is very much beta. Although so far, I have not encountered a single bug in my games. So, yeah. Updates are, I think, weekly or monthly. I'm not entirely sure how often they are. I've only just got this game a couple of days ago, so I've seen one update so far. So, let's take a quick look at what we can do. We have light armor. I'm not quite sure why you would want light armor. I guess you could make a fighter with light armor to be more maneuverable, but yeah. Interior walls, well, they're pretty much what they say they are. They're interior walls. We have a passage, which is a doorway, I guess, of some sorts. Haven't tried it out. We have some stairs, we have a ramp, we have windows with sort of shutters or protection again for the windows, I guess. Heavy armor blocks, slopes in different sizes and shapes, projectors, which are pretty cool. I don't think I have one set up right now. No. A projector, you can make a copy of a ship, so I could snapshot this ship and put down a projector on, let's say, a different ship. The thing is, it has to be the same type. So these, as you can see, are really big blocks, right? Like big square blocks. If If you then go over here, then this is the size of one block. So this is a small ship, and the blocks are small. So if I make a snapshot of a small ship, I'm gonna have to put the projector on the small ship. I can't put it on this thing because it will try to make a big one. Anyways, I can basically duplicate a ship, which is really handy. So you basically get a welding ship, you park it in the sort of ghost form of the ship, and you just start welding it with materials, and ta-da, you can duplicate a ship much faster than if you rebuilt one from scratch. So it's a very nice feature. What else do we have? Wall covers, I'm not quite sure, I haven't really messed around with those. Interior pillar, battery. Some of my ships have batteries. Let's grab one. I think my welder does. No, my welder does not. My scout has one. You can't see it, but we can go in here and we can hit K. Go to inventory. No, go to control panel. There we go. Battery. So max output 1.44 megawatts. Max required input 1.44 megawatts. Max storage 360 kilowatts. Current input, current output. So what this does is, as you can see, my reactors are currently outputting nothing. So my reactors charge up my battery, and my battery is now outputting power. Now, what is handy about this is whenever you have a burst of power, whenever you need a burst, your battery can take the brunt of the hits, and then your engines, or excuse me, your reactors can kick in and provide that little bit of extra power. So it's a very nice way of, over time, just storing power in there, and whenever you need it, you have that nice extra kick of power that you can just instantly use, rather than having another reactor that you need to fill with fuel. And it's just a good way of maximizing your power output, even with, I mean, these ships require like 3 of these small engines to run properly. Not engines, excuse me, reactors. But if I put a battery on, technically I could run them with just 1 reactor. So yeah, it really maximizes your power output. Of course, when the battery is empty, you would get issues with being overloaded and stuff. So let's take a quick look at what we have here. This is my mining ship, and this thing is a beast. Let's take a look at the front. Like I said, this thing needs work, that's why it's in here. I need to repair it, and I need to fix it and upgrade it and stuff, but it has a couple of drill bits at the front. You saw the small one, it has 3 small ones. Yeah, this one has a little bit more. These in the middle here don't really have to be filled out, and I'm probably gonna remove like some of these as well. Like, I don't think this one is necessary, this one. The outer edge I have to keep, because that way I can just tunnel through a meteor and not have my hull being hit by the walls of the meteor. So let's head in. I have a docking port in the back. That means that my little Starbug that I just showed you, my cargo ship, can dock here, get all the ores, and dock with my station. This thing is not so easy to dock. I once docked this thing on the inside there to my little temporary base. It took me half an hour to maneuver the damn thing in place and to dock it. Yeah. So, because the entire front consists out of drills, we can't really see a whole lot. As you can see here, I have a reactor here. I have 2 batteries on this one, another reactor over there. This is a gyro, which you need for pretty much any movement, otherwise it won't move pretty much. And we have an ore detector, which is pretty huge on this thing, but it makes your life just so much easier. So let's get in here. Now, of course I can't see where I'm going, right? I'm completely blind at the front. Nope, I have a camera right in the middle of all those drill bits. As you can see, that's the drills on, drills off. So I can actually see where I'm going to some degree. As you can see, I can move it around. And yeah, there's just a nice little camera in the front, right between all the drills. It gives you a pretty good perspective of what you're drilling at as well. Although it's quite dusty and hard to see, but overall it's pretty nice. And I put one on the back as well. As you can see, we can now see out the rear. So, nice little features there. Made this thing workable. But yeah, this thing is so beat up at the moment. It just needs repairs on all sides. And over here I have started... Oop. See that red there? That's my welder. That's basically like my blowtorch I have in my hand here. I don't have any material. Oh, I do have some materials. I've left this thing on. Whoops. It means it's draining power. Not a whole lot though. On the bottom right side you can see this thing can still run for 29 days. 9 days, 4 days. So yeah, every time I use a thruster, it uses a power. I don't think this thing has a battery, does it? No. So yeah, that would stabilize the power a lot more if you have a battery in there. So yeah, turn that off. Getting in the way of welding ships like this will get you killed. If they're on and you get like here, you will fry. Same with the grinder. So this ship I had there with this thing on it, it will basically saw you in half. Although you won't see it, but you'll take damage. In here I have a large reactor, and it is large. You can see it's pretty much. Let's see if we can get in there a bit. There you go. And that's the entire reactor. And let's see, max output 100 megawatts of power. The small ones only do 5. Yeah, this thing is big, but this is going to be a huge station. Unless you guys want to see a let's play, then we're going to rebuild all this and redo it. And I'll probably still build the same. Oh, there's some of those ships I was telling you about. You can just barely see them in the distance. They're 7 kilometers away. I have not gone to them yet. My first priority here is to build a station, and then we'll go see what we can do with those ships. Some of them are mining ships, some of them are cargo, some of them are military escorts. No, this one actually, you see court, so court, military escort. So I don't want to rate that one, I think. What more can I say about this game? Yeah, it's sort of a sandbox game. You can do whatever you want. You know, if you just want to build a gigantic flagship with guns and rockets all over the place, sure, you can do that. If you want to build a Deathstar, sure, totally, you can do that. If you want to just mine out every single asteroid that ever existed and make them all disappear, sure, you can do that too. You literally can do what you want. If you want to build a gigantic flagship that can launch smaller ships, you can do that too. There's also a option to remote control. I have not tried it out yet. I don't know where it is. It's here somewhere. Is that it? No, it's control. I don't know. It's here somewhere. You can actually remote control. There we go. So I've not tested this out. I have no idea how and if it works. Sphere? That's new. Oh, I think this was in the latest update. Okay, I can't use it. That's only for a creative world. Of course, this is not a creative world. This is a survival. Yep. Yeah, you see those targets? That's what my Gatling gun is targeting. That's why I needed the magnesium, because the ammo for the Gatling gun is... it goes through it pretty quickly, I have to say. Let's head out here. Take a quick look at... wrong side. There we go. Nope, miss. There. It already has used up 8 of these ammo boxes, so it goes through them pretty damn quickly, so I need a buttload more magnesium to keep this going. And it's a finite source, so I really wish there was a different way of dealing with these meteor storms. I mean, even the heavy armor gets beat up by those meteorites. They're pretty tiny, but like they're the size of your fist pretty much, and still they just wreck heavy armor plating. So I really wish there was a different way later on. More expensive, I don't care, but to do this. But magnesium is a pretty finite source. There's not that much around, so far at least. I mean, I've found a couple of deposits, but yeah, this thing goes through ammo very quickly, and it shoots at every single meteorite that it can even shoot at. So I might tweak this. Let's set this to like 500 meters. Maybe that way it won't target ones that are not actually coming for me. That might not be a bad idea. And I might set up a couple of these around my space station and just protect me from, you know, near vicinity and not too far. That should maybe save me on quite a bit of ammo. But right now, anything that, you know, is a big miss shouldn't get targeted and shouldn't get shot. That might not be a bad idea. So, that is Space Engineers, and yeah, my building skills, I've not worked on making things pretty. The only thing I've made look somewhat pretty is my scout ship. That's the only one I've actually spent some amount of time on making look good. I think it looks okay. Doesn't look too bad. Right? Right? So yeah, that really is the only one I've actually worked at. Oh, lag spike from saving. Other than that, all my ships have just been functionality and nothing else. In my base here, which I knew was temporary, is an absolute mess. It's a crap hole of shit. I know this. That's why I want to build the space station. That was always my plan, but I needed to get the magnesium so I can actually get the ammo, so I can actually defend it, because, yeah, this thing wasn't out, in space for that long, but this entire side here got opened up, ripped open and wrecked. I had a antenna in here, which on a large ship is freaking large. It's basically was on the inside here, and it was from those 2 blocks all the way to the back there. That's how long the freaking antenna is. That got wrecked, so the meteorites destroyed the hull here and went through it. Everything got banged up from small hits. Like this is all bent out of shape, and well, you saw me fix some of the dents in there. I'm sure there's more things that need fixing. Let's see. Oop, actually, there we go. Yep. Well, I fixed a lot of it. No, that one's still wrong color. But yeah, this thing here, I think this is a bit bent out of shape. Yep. There we go. Fix that. Fix that. So yeah, this thing got beat up and wasn't even in space for that long. So, but yeah. This is, by the way, the rear camera that we were looking through. Should we get close enough to turn around? Okay, it even says camera. So, yeah, and yes, this is all iron ore, and I will eventually mine that out if I don't start a single player. So, let me know in the comments down below, guys, would you really like to see a Let's Play? I mean, I'm not gonna put one up if nobody's gonna watch it. Then I'd rather just play solo and play whenever I want, because one thing you gotta realize is if you do a Let's Play, you're limited to when and how often you can play, because you need to record when you're playing. And that means that I can't just, sit back and play this for an entire night while being on TeamSpeak with Quill and Lola and stuff, and yeah, it's just annoying. If nobody watches, if it gets watched and people really enjoy it, sure, I do not mind playing it like that and being limited to when and how I can play it, but, if it has to be worth it as well. If you guys don't want to watch it, then there's no point to. Definitely let me know in the comments if you would like to see a full Let's Play on this game. I don't think I'm going to set up a server, from what I could tell, although I haven't investigated it. It will only run on Windows. Well, I'm not going to set up a Windows server anytime soon, so yeah. I mean, I can run it on my desktop, but we'll see. So for now, it's just going to be solo, me, play. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.